Good morning and welcome to this second day on Yonex Denmark Open 2012. My name is Rasmus Beck and I'll be your host and commentator for today's schedule here from court number 2. It's a huge day in this tournament. We have all the stars on court number 2 and we have a schedule that gives us hope for a fantastic day here at the Yonex Denmark Open on the Wednesday. Also, a very warm welcome to you, former national coach of Denmark, Tine Baun. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Looking forward to a day with good badminton.
Yeah, Tine, what you will expect for today?
Yeah, a lot of hopefully interesting matches in the first rounds in the men's and women's singles, men's and ladies doubles, and yeah, some very interesting matches. I'm looking particularly forward to the last match of the day with the mouth-watering men's doubles between Indonesia and China.
Yeah,
on my right,
I think it's going to be a really good match, really interesting match between
and on my left, Hyun,
two very strong pairings.
Hyun to serve.
but there's sometimes before we get to the last match of the day, we'll start in the ladies single. Hyun from Korea against Yao Jie from Netherlands. A first match for today on our court number 2. But Sten, it's also a day where we have a very big news for the badminton fans all over the world. One of the biggest stars in Danish badminton in the last like 7-10 years, Tine Baun, is quitting. She retires after the All England 2013. What are your opinion and comment to that?
Yeah, I'm not really that surprised. I mean, after all, Tine is 33 years old, and not many female players are playing at this high level at that age. So when it was announced and when it was to be was a little bit uncertain, but it wasn't a big surprise, and I think it's very fitting that it's after the All England where she's had some really great moments, the victory in 2008 and 2010. That should be her last tournament, and I think that's fitting in some way.
So it's perfect for retirement for Tine, of course.
Yeah, and there's not too many tournaments in between All England and Denmark Open, so we won't see this long period of tournaments where everybody knows you're quitting, and normally there's some quite poor results following that decision.
And we will have Tine on our court later today. She is playing around 4:30 in the afternoon, local time. Time is 5:10 now, and Hyun, perfect start for her. 5-1 lead, 4-point lead for Hyun against Yao Jie. Former Chinese player Yao Jie, now part of the Dutch national team, and Sten, 4-point lead for Hyun, also what we expected.
Yeah, Korean girl is quite a big favorite in this match, and Yao Jie is playing in the Danish Badminton League, and I've had a chance to see her play recently with my club, and she wasn't really playing that well, so I expect quite an easy victory for Hyun Sung here.
Yeah, she's a player who's over the top.
Definitely. Former European champion, but it was quite some years ago in I believe it was in Malmö in 2002.
35 years old, Yao Jie against Sung, who's only 21.
So maybe she should follow the example of Tine Baun and call it quits after the All England.
Service over. 7-2.
And a player like Hyun, Sten, a very running player, makes the matches tough for her opponent.
Yeah, she's got a really solid base game and doesn't make many mistakes. She doesn't make many winners either when she's up against opponents from China or Thailand for that sake, who's becoming a major force in women's singles badminton.
Although she won the Korea Superseries Premier 2012, Sung Hyun also reached the semifinals at Japan last month.
Yeah, and we have to remember that the Japan Open didn't have any Chinese participation, so a lot weaker tournament than normally would be.
Oh.
Service over. 4-8.
But there's one thing about Yao Jie, you shouldn't underestimate her, because as we can see, the pace of this match is quite low. But suddenly she scores 3 or 4 points in a row, and then she can still compete for the win. However, it doesn't look like she's going to get into this match. It's also quite early in the day and so on, so perhaps her body isn't really warmed up yet.
And welcome to all of you who is following on us on our live stream. We have a lot of stuff from Yonex Denmark Open, and you also have the opportunity for winning a signed poster during this day's games on court number 2. All you need to do is to ask me or Stine Petersen a question, or both of us if you like. Ask a question at the Denmark Open at badminton.dk, and we'll try to answer all the questions that we can. And in the interval, 11-4 lead for Sung Hyun, not really a problem for Sung in the first game's beginning here.
No, it's been going quite as expected.
And if you are interested in the schedule for today, double up on the women's singles here in the morning. Erik Rose, Juliane Schenk, next match coming up. Then we'll begin with the men's singles, among other with Janne Jørgensen and Chen Long. Also strong names like Li Jiru, Itanon Rajanov, Tine Baun, Peter Gade, Lee Chong Wei, Camille Røder-Juel and Christina Petersen. Koen Tan against Koen Lee Young Day tonight, and Mathias Bo, Carsten Mogensen on our court today. Go to badmintondenmark.com to watch the schedule for today. Also, here you have the opportunity for watching a lot of good stuff from videos, photo galleries, and of course a lot of news from this tournament in Odense in Denmark.
Service over. 12-7. Service over. 8-12.
Well played here by Yao Jie.
9-12.
And now it's only a 3-point deficit, so she's still very much in this first game.
Yeah. As Dean has as a new thing, we are not going to watch much of mixed doubles today. Actually, none, because we had this this new setup with the first round in the main draw yesterday evening. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it was necessary because the Wednesday matches in this Premier Series
13-10.
they were going on for too long, and it was midnight sessions in almost every Premier tournament. So either you had to play on Tuesday or you had to use one more court instead of the 4 courts that are normally used for these Super Series tournaments or Premier tournaments as well.
4-point lead for Sung Hyun. And we've got a question from one of our viewers, Sang from Thailand, who's asking,
15-10.
where do you have your viewers at your streaming channel? And it's a very good question, for I actually don't know, because we can't see where you're sitting. So if you want, please let us know, where do you sit? Are you at work? And which country do you come from? Let's know how international this streaming is. So use the email account denmarkopen@badminton.dk, and please let us know where you live and where you are watching this badminton circuit. Oh, great shot by Yao Jie.
11-15.
Getting older, but not bad strokes.
No, the strokes are intact, so to speak. It's more the physical shape she's in that is a bit deteriorating. Suddenly we had some extra lights in the hall here.
Yeah.
12-15.
The television slides was turned on.
Television will be here from tomorrow.
Service over. 16-12.
Good shot there from Yao Jie, and she's just desperately trying to close the gap in this first game. I think if she should stand a chance of winning this match, it is crucial that she gets a good start.
Yeah, and then she's seated as number 7.
Yeah, Hyun Sung is the 7th seed.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, well, shall we expect her to be in the quarterfinals as well? As she's seated for.
17-13.
She had to play Porntip, probably, from Thailand. Actually, Porntip is playing right now, leading 12-8 against Ima Beppu from Japan.
That could be a very interesting match also.
Service over.
There was the signature shot from Yao Jie.
14-17.
The cross net shot from her short backhand.
Yeah.
A lot of players have watched that stroke from the middle of the court. Everybody knows she's doing it, but it's just very difficult to cover. And it's so efficient.
Yeah.
Wow, that was an easy mistake from Hyun Sung here. That was
17.
quite a bit wide.
Service over. 18-15. 9-14.
And it seems like that Sung Ji can't make the kill for this first game, just to get it over with.
Yeah, she's just hanging on to this 3-point lead. Well played.
Yeah.
A little bit of deception.
19-15.
Yao Jie unable to recover.
Two points from the first game. Sung Hyun. Great shot from Sung Hyun gives her the game point.
Game point 15.
13 minutes played, 20-15 for Sung Hyun from Korea against Yao Jie from Netherlands. Not the best lift from Sung Hyun. But even though she takes the first game, 21-15, and Sten Pedersen, we just got the first question for today from Chuan Lee. I think it's pronounced that way. He is asking, I'd like to know why Denmark has so many good players compared to the other European countries.
It's due to the weather.
Yeah?
I'm not really able to answer that, but one thing might be, the weather might be an explanation. Winter sports are not that big in Denmark because there's not a lot of snow, and it's also not so icy that you can skate and so on in the winter.
And there's no hills or mountains
as well.
There's no
hills. So the favorite winter sports is handball and badminton, and almost every little small city has its own badminton hall or its own sports hall here. So it's quite a big sport in Denmark, and that's not the case in most of the other European countries. There's a lot of other sports that are more popular, and that means that the young persons that have a talent for sport in many of the other countries, they will choose for instance, football, volleyball, skiing, skating over badminton. A lot of these players are talented in other sports as well.
What does it mean to the numbers of badminton players in Denmark that we also have players who have delivered on the top?
20 seconds.
It's really important because it's of course an inspiration for the younger players, and they see these players in television. Some see them practicing in the clubs and playing national tournaments. So
second game,
huge inspiration.
Hey.
And what about the Premier Series like that, like we have here? We know that a lot of young players are playing their own tournament down around in Hyun, where we also have this tournament running.
Yeah.
That they have the opportunity for getting in and watch all the stars. What does it mean to the inspiration part of it?
Well, there's a lot of people that think it's very, very important, but I actually think that it's overrated. I think most of the younger players nowadays, they like to play themselves instead of watching others. So I think it's very important that they play tournaments. And hopefully they can have a chance to watch some of the matches here on either today or Thursday.
And normally they're also very good support for the idols.
Yeah. And a lot of autograph hunters.
Yeah.
Service over.
Have you signed any autographs, or is you not famous anymore?
I paid one to ask me for an autograph, so I have signed one. Just to get the feel of it.
Yeah. Do you miss it?
No, not really.
No.
No.
Three, two.
20, game point 40.
And it seems like when you watch Yi Hong Sung that when you think you have won the rally, she just puts it over once again.
Yeah, she's a very good player, very solid, capable of playing long rallies, good defense.
But the big question for a player like her is, she's 21 years old. Is she a player for the future, or should she be in the top for being there and becoming a star? Because you often see that Asian players tops very early in their career and ending sooner than, for instance, an European player like Yao Jie, Tine Baun.
She's shown that she can play at the top level. She's not constantly in the semi-finals of the tournament, so she needs to develop a game a little bit more to be able to win more regularly. But there's no doubt that she's a top player. So far, she's made the best results back home in Korea in the Korean Premier Series. So
6-3.
needs to gather a bit of experience, especially when playing in Europe.
Service over. 4-7. Service over. 8-4.
Second game, love all. Play.
Service over. 5-8.
Beginning of second game, pretty much like the first game.
6-8.
Yeah, Yao Jie's just trying to hang in there. Seems like it.
Service over. 9-6. Service over. 7-9. Service over. 10-8.
And Steen, we have watched Yao Jie for almost a decade in Europe now, playing for Holland. We also watched Pyong Yang from France, both former Chinese players, and have done very well for the Chinese, but they became stars in Europe instead. What do you think about this nationality moving on, so to speak?
Well, I'm not too fond of it because at one point we had top 8 in the women's singles. They were from 4 or 5 different countries, but they were all Chinese, and it tends to make it a little bit boring to watch. We have the situation in table tennis where there's a lot of Chinese-born players competing for different European countries, and I don't think it's so fun to watch.
Sure, you're not a fan?
No, not a big fan.
Not a big fan, no.
For instance, Denmark winning Uber Cup with Tina Rasmussen, Camilla Juhl, Christina Pedersen, and 5 or 6 Chinese-born players. That wouldn't be the same.
Card 2, 20 seconds.
Remember that you have the opportunity for asking us a question. If you are asking the best question of the day, we'll honor you by a signed poster, a poster signed by all the stars here at the tournament, among others Hyun, who have signed the poster. All you need to do is to ask us a question at our email, denmarkopen@badminton.dk. denmarkopen@badminton.dk. And we have got around 10 mails from people who is responding to the question of where they are sitting. We have viewers in St. Petersburg, Sydney, Australia, Seoul, Korea, Guangzhou, China,
10, 12.
Los Angeles, and stay in Los Angeles. It's in the middle of the night right now, isn't it? Must be.
Yeah, it's. I believe it's between 1 and 2 a.m.
Yeah, 1:30 in the night. We also have from New York, and that's like 5:30, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's nice if you're working in the night.
Yeah.
Have a chance to watch some badminton. We can see that Yao Jie has fought back here.
Service over. 13-11.
She is hard to beat. The Chinese-born Dutch woman.
She's a fighter.
Yeah, she has a tendency to look tired from 1-all in the first game, but still going on. What a
12-13.
great shot there.
And we got a question from Kurt Wichert from Berlin, Germany.
13-0.
First, you have a statement. He says that in the past, some players joined the Chinese Badminton League, among others Taufik and Lee Chong-wei. Also, Ichanan Ratchanok from Thailand has been playing in the Chinese Badminton League. And then he asked, is there any chance that a Danish player will go to China to play in the future in the league? What do you think, Sting?
Yeah, I think there's a good chance. It depends on the paycheck. I think, of course, it's tough traveling back and forth to Asia, but well, then they might relocate and practice in Asia if there were some possibilities of doing that.
Yeah, Ratchanok is doing that, and that's probably also the way to do it. If an agreement should be like that.
Yeah, and perhaps they don't need to play all the matches and so on. So I don't see any reason why that should not be the case. We know that the Danish table tennis player Michael Mays has played in the Chinese table tennis league. So definitely there's a chance of doing that. And
who should be the best bet for a player to go to China right now? If you should try to pick one or two. Good.
16-13.
Well, it could be one of the 2 singles players, Janno Jorgensen, Victor Axelsen, or it could be the men's double with Carsten Mogensen and Mathias Bo, the way I see it. of course, the top players would be the most attractive ones to get into the Chinese Badminton League.
And if we think about commercial stuff, what about Peter Gade then?
14.
He's a popular man in China, we know.
Yeah, but he's really not able to play at that level at the moment. I think he's decided that he's not one. He doesn't want to travel, so I don't think he's going to change his mind about that. I know Taufik is playing there, but Taufik is playing at a poor level. He's done that for a couple of years now, so it's more the name than the game.
15-16.
Kurt, thank you for asking.
Yeah, and thank you for being with us again this year, Kurt, because I remember your name from the previous years.
Yeah, definitely not the first time we got a mail from our friend in Berlin, and of course, all of you are welcome to ask us a question at our email account, denmarkopen@badminton.dk. We're ready for answering your questions the upcoming 12 hours or something like that. So it's been a long day here at the first match for the whole main draw.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a long day, and
16 all.
so we have to play 64 matches on 4 courts, so that's 16 rounds on each match. Oh, sorry, on each court. So pretty much 16 hours, perhaps a bit shorter, between 12 and 16 hours. Hopefully not 16, then it will be very late again. But
yeah, but
we'll have to see.
But now we're sure that we don't have the mixed doubles category, so it has to be a shorter day than we have seen before.
Definitely.
I can still remember the All England, as we also talked about yesterday, with Red Yusuf against Peter Gade, finishing 2:30 in the night in the first round, I think it was.
16 all.
That won't be the issue for today for sure. Another issue is that Hyun is under pressure from Yao Jie. Stupid mistake from Yao Jie though here.
17-16.
And just for your information, Pontip leading 1 set against 0 against her Japanese opponents. Kristina Downhold from Czech Republic against Kataya Nedelcheva from Bulgaria.
18-16.
Game lead for Downhold. And Pu Yin Yip from Hong Kong took the first game against Yinapon from Thailand on court number 4. And Sung Yi Kun close to take his first match on court number 2 on his second day at great shot from Yao Jie.
17-18.
To white.
Service over.
And another 2-point lead for Sung.
19-17.
Has the ship sailed for Yao Jie, think?
Yeah, I think it has. She lost in Dutch Open last week to another Dutch player, Patty Stolzenbach. That was going to go wide, that one. So another sign that she's not in the best of shape, but well played here.
It could also be the last Yonex Denmark Open for her.
We set that last year as well, and the year before that. So definitely if the Dutch players are surpassing her on the world ranking list, I think it might be time to go into coaching.
It's good.
Service over.
A match point, 20-18 for Hyun from Korea, 7th seeded here at the Yonex Denmark Open 2012.
That was quite a close call.
Yeah, I think it was good. Shot service from Hyun. And it's long, and it's 21-15, 21-18 for Hyun Sung from Korea. She's ready to the second round in the women's singles. She will play either Kaori Imadebo from Japan or Pontip from Thailand tomorrow in the second round. We'll take a short break, and then we will be back with another women's single, Erika Yorose from Japan against Juliane Schenk from Germany. Stay with us. This is the live streaming from Yonex Denmark Open 2012.